Good morning.
Morning, Cindy.
So our scripture today for our stewardship message this month comes from Ecclesiastes 5:19. Better have my glasses on. Likewise, all to whom God gives wealth and possessions, and whom he enables to enjoy them, and to accept their lot and find enjoyment in their toil. This is a gift from God. According to James 1:17, every good gift has an identical source, God. We have been talking about this for a number of months, that everything comes from God. Everything we have belongs to God. He is the source of everything. In the James 1:17, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like the shifting shadows. Unfortunately, sometimes these gifts that we get, not just the gift of money, the gift of food, the gift of shelter, sometimes we can twist and sometimes abuse that gift. I know myself, I've struggled with a number of these gifts with having that, some with food. I've struggled with that, and also with my attitude toward money over the past 30 years. It's changed and evolved, and at different times, different ways. So the appetite, as we said, the appetite food of a gift, but sometimes the gift becomes a reason for existence rather than means which they exist. So money is another gift that can sometimes be abused or misused. Solomon spelled out God's intention with respect to money. First, as we've mentioned previously, we've talked about that everything belongs to God, and we are to view money in this context. Second, God desires us to work for what we have. When we do so, we will be rewarded. For most of us, that means a paycheck of some sort of another. If you're retired, maybe you're getting your retirement benefits. And fourth, that we are to enjoy the fruit of our labor. That's not always easy for us either, be included. Now it is. Maybe in my other career, not as much, but now I am totally enjoying the fruit of my labor. Money certainly is a primary means of enjoying what we've worked for. But money is a means to an end. It's not an end to itself. When it becomes our ultimate goal, when we work only for money, when we become obsessed with it or what it will buy, we've twisted one of God's good gifts and misused it. How do you view money? Is money an end, a goal in and itself, or is it a means to an end? And how you answer that question will determine how you give to God. If money is an end to itself, you may not give as freely as you will give if you view it as a means. Especially if the overall goal in Christian life is to glorify God in everything we do, including giving to Him. So that just may be the reason why God gives us the ability to earn money. Of course He wants us to enjoy it. He wants it to use one of His good gifts. But maybe, just maybe, one of the ways He desires us to enjoy it is to give it away freely, generously. A church officer called on, I have a story for you. A church officer went to call on a member of the church who hadn't shown up at church for a while. And the man said he quit coming to church because all the church ever did was ask for money. They were preaching about money a lot, and he didn't like it. And the other man who went to see him said, well, when my son was a boy, he was like that. He always asking for money. He wanted shoes, he needed books, he needed lunches. As he got older, the clothes became more expensive, his needs became more expensive. And the more money he had to spend on them. But he hasn't cost me anything in the last year. Why not? The member asked. The church person said, he died a year ago, and since then, he's not cost me anything. And the church person concluded, a live church will always need money, and dead ones seldom too. But my friends, I have a praise for you. This is not a dead church. You look at our bulletin, there's always things going on, whether there's tons of children downstairs, many children. We're doing ministry, and it's not a dead church, thanks be to God. And that's by God's grace that we are an alive church. And in 2015, with our tithes and offerings and all of our income from our egg program, everything, by God's grace, we have been able to support all the ministries. Thanks be to God, and thank you for listening.
Amen.
Okay.